2008 Porsche Boxster S. So this is the 3.4 second generation car. As you can see, finished in a lovely, very glossy metallic black interior, black hood. Very, very good looking car. This lovely low mileage, really good service history, all that kind of stuff, which we will detail in the description. But a very nice, honest second generation Boxster. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. If we start on this front driver's corner, see all nice and clean along there. Arch and everything's lovely. It's got 4 good wheels and tyres on it, no curbing on that one at all. Caliper's lovely and bright, none of the paint's flaking off that or anything like that. If we look down the side of the car, you see lovely and straight. Arguably, you can see more of what else is in the hole than you can the car, which is always a good sign on a black car. Around the fuel cap, all nice and clean. You've got a very, very faint scratch just on the cap there. We film these things in 4K resolution, so you can see everything like that, but as soon as you step back, barely noticeable. This sill on the driver's side, all lovely and clean all the way along. Driver's door, you've got a very faint, in fact you haven't, so faint it was just dirt. No sign of any marks or anything at all on that door. Wing mirror itself, lovely and clean. It's going to be quite a boring video this, but it does make for a really good car. The stone protector tape's still there around this vent. It's all lovely and tidy. There's no scratches around the door handles. There's no marks or anything on the door handle like that. This rear arch, lovely and straight. Quite often here can be a bit of a problem issue, but there's nothing at all there, lovely and clean. Going round onto the back of the car. Both tail lights, nice and bright, no fading, no cracking. The exhausts sit lovely and straight. Sometimes they can be off to one side or anything like that, but that's really, really good. Parking sensors on this one. Obviously it's an S, so it's a bit of a better spec as well. You've got a little bit of a mark here. Unfortunately, you can see more of my face than anything, so I do apologise for that, because that's not something anyone should be subjected to. And you've got a small mark. In fact, you haven't again, that's just a bit of polish. If it was me being picky, I would replace the badge. Paint's fading off just from it being cleaned, and it's got a little bit of a bubble, which weirdly seems to happen on all those Boxster badges. I don't know who made them, but they didn't do a very good job. So yeah, either take that off or replace that. The boot lid, all lovely and clean. There's no ripples or dents or anything at all in that. This lid for the convertible top is all good. If we have a look at the hood, you've got a couple of little bits of signs of where it's been folded down, but there's no rips or tears or anything in it. Lovely and clean. Glass rear screen, heated rear screen as well, which is nice. All this seems good. All along here, nice and tidy. Have a look on the passenger side, and again, it's just from where it's been folded down. I've just had it folded down for photographs. Looks worse on the camera than it is, but the hood itself is really good. This is nice and watertight as well. This rear arch on the passenger side, again, all nice and clean. Another good wheel and tyre. Calipers are really good on this. Really nice and bright. Powder coat, not paint by the looks of things as well, which is always a good sign. Looking down the side of the car again, nice and straight. Yeah, the grit tape's still there. No marks around the vent on this side again. And this sill, lovely and tidy. As is this door. So we're just going to go back to the bumper, because if I remember rightly before, I'm sure I saw a small, yeah, there was a little mark just here on that bumper. I saw before, I just wanted to point that out. Passenger door, lovely and tidy again, just as good as the driver's door. It's not really even any marks on the leading edge. You've got one very small one there, and that's it. So it's not been getting rammed open in shopping car parks or anything like that. Very, very small scratch there on the wing mirror, but literally tiny, and that's it. This side of the hood on the top, all good, all around the screen, no sign of any stone chips or anything like that. This passenger front wing, an arch again, really good. Got a small scratch here, just under the indicator lens. Another good wheel and tyre. One of the things they seem to sort out on the second generation is that the headlights don't always need polished. Nice and clean, xenon lights in those. And you've got this sort of new front end, which to me does look a lot fresher, a lot tidier. As you can see, really nice. Shut that properly so you can have a proper look, but the panel gaps are really good all the way around. Badge is good, there's no lack of peeling off that. A couple of stone chips, just here and here. And the odd one dotted about here and there. But other than that, Really, really good. Got the interior, so black exterior, black interior as well. Nice clean driver's door card. All the door plate and everything's nice. Boxster S on the bottom. Pop those two for later on. Driver's seat, lovely and clean. Tiny little bit of wear on the stitching bit from the seatbelt, just like on every Boxster I think you've ever seen. Steering wheel, no sign of any wear on that. 2 keys with this one. You've got auto headlights there. In fact, you haven't, sorry, that's off and home. Cruise control, and it has got a aftermarket stereo put in there, so it's DAB, Bluetooth, USB, all that sort of stuff. But the original stereo, which is the double size one, is included. It's in the front, which I'll show you in a second. More importantly, manual, air conditioning, heated seats, cruise, so quite a nice spec. But again, inside nice and clean, nice and tidy. In the boot, carpet set lovely and clean, no sign of any stains or anything. There's no funny smells or anything in there, or the cabin. Obviously really been well looked after this thing. Door checks and everything lovely and clean. This seat, don't know where I got door from. Nice and tidy, no sign of any wear at all on that seat. Really, really good. It looks so much better with a black interior. You sometimes get the odd funny colour here and there, but black's definitely the way to go. All nice and clean in there. Gear getter and everything's nice and tidy. You've got a storage compartment behind with the little shutter doors. Yeah, all nice and clean, nice and tidy. And then we'll have a look under here. So like I say, you've got the box for the stereo that's in there. So it's a Sony, and that's the model number if you want to have a little Google. But we do have the correct Porsche unit in there. The nav audio sound one. Should you want to put that back in, it's entirely up to you. You've got your warning triangle. All the plastics are all still here. It does have the nav unit fitted to go with that, so you can put that back quite easily. Nice that these are all still intact. Quite often these things all go missing. It's all nice and clean, nice and tidy in there. Get it started up, you do have to hop in because you've got to press the clutch. Like I say, 2 keys, and I am told the service history is really good with this thing, so we will put that on the description. Apart from a fuel light, we are all good in there. It's got a warning light because I haven't got my seatbelt on, but we're not going anywhere. Like I said, this Sony unit's got all the toys on it. It starts up on the button. No sign of any smoke or anything coming out the back. It doesn't give that little squeak like some of them do when it starts, or any signs of any IMS issues or anything like that. So there you have it, 2008 on a 58, second generation Porsche Boxster S 3.4 model. Any inquiries, please get in touch.